It's a little windy. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome administrators, faculty, staff, friends, and family. My fellow classmates, congratulations. Soon, we will be celebrating this wonderful and important milestone within our lives, paying back student loans. But before we get to Sally Mae, first, I would like to talk about the class gift scroll. Our college's motto is Educate for Service. There are many individuals here who have exemplified this motto by participating in programs like Moving Forward Together, Into the Streets, Into the Campus, and of course, participation in service trips to Nicaragua and Vietnam, just to name a few. For our senior class gift, we wanted to do something different. We wanted something that would help other people who really needed it. Something that would truly embody our motto, Educate for Service. I am pleased to announce that as a class, we have donated more than $5,000 towards a well in Port Loco, Sierra Leone. Approximately 50% of the population across the country lacks access to safe, clean water, and the wells that were established many years ago have dried up. The water project will be drilling new wells for the community, installing sanitation stations, providing education on water conservation and hygiene, and will monitor the project long after completion to ensure that we have made a lasting impact in Sierra Leone. I'm also pleased to announce that we have installed a decorative fountain inside the BSC just outside of the cave in the Blue Bean that represents the well in Port Loco. Eventually, we will be sending out to you all one final email, which I know you all read, where you can view the web page that contains more information on the progress of our project and be able to learn more about the community in which we are serving. On behalf of the class of 2017, it is my honor and privilege to present President Strickwerda the Scroll of Honor, which contains all of the names of those who have donated to our gift, which is not only for the Elizabethtown College community, but to the community of Port Loco, Sierra Leone. All right, there's going to be, thank you very much. Very soon, we will be walking across this stage into what we know as the real world. But before we get to what comes next, we need to remember what happened before we got to this stage, before we stepped foot on this campus, and before we knew the name Elizabethtown College. I usually ask a question to the incoming Momentum students, and that question is, why are you here? Now, the first response I get is, I'm here for this moment. I'm here to graduate, I'm here for a degree, and I'm here to get a particular occupation readiness. That's not an incorrect answer, but it does not give me context as to why you are here. To be honest, it's a similar answer to saying good when someone asks you how you are before an organic chemistry final. No one is ever good before an organic chemistry final. So I usually go ahead and ask the students again, no, why are you here? This is usually accompanied by strange looks and silence. So I continue with the next set of questions. How did you get here? Who shaped you into the person you are today? What support systems do you sometimes neglect to recognize for your current success? I would not be standing on this stage today if it were not for my family here, especially my mother and my father, who provided me the tools and the knowledge to be successful. My fellow classmates, please join me in a round of applause for the families who are here with you today and who have supported you in all of your endeavors. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I want to get on a plane and travel somewhere after graduation. For a lot of us, it might be a day, a week, or even a month. For some, it might even be a year. Like many of you, I don't know where I'll be going exactly, but from memory, one of my favorite places to travel to is Aguada, Puerto Rico. Picture yourself on top of a mountain, overlooking the coastline. The bright, hot sun beams down on you as the ocean pushes its way onto shore. The water as blue and clear as can be. You hear wonderful music playing from houses. During lunchtime, all the students run towards the beach and play games. And I find myself walking up a steep driveway in a large house surrounded by mango, coconut, and banana trees, and being able to call it just one of my homes away from home. Elizabethtown College for me, as well as for you, I'm sure, has been a place where we have called home for the past 4 years. Though it has no beach like the one I just described, it has its own beauty. To start, the beautiful Dell, with all of you here today, is one place. This past week at the Quads, with many of us enjoying food and playing fun games, is another. Or even the BSC patio, with friends sitting at tables together, enjoying good company. There is but one common denominator in every scenario that I could possibly describe, and that is the people. You, my classmates. I am proud to be speaking in front of such an amazing and accomplished group of individuals. I was telling someone at the baseball game that seeing everyone smile, especially after getting those hats, is why myself and the other senators do what we do. I will miss you, but it is time, my friends, to board that plane and go our separate ways, to go to a place beyond the E-Town bubble. In preparation for our flight, it was roughly 115 days ago that Alina Dudevoir put a countdown on her phone for this very day. There were many Senate meetings where I would ask her, how many more days? She would pull out her phone, and everyone in Senate, she would tell us, and we'd have some chuckles, nervous chuckles, and statements like, I don't want to talk about it. I know many of you, like myself, are a little nervous to board the plane that will take you to paradise, but I want you to know that we are ready and to know a few things before you leave. This bubble that has been our home has already packed our suitcase. It has prepared us for this very moment. To start, it has fostered intellectuals that I am proud to call my classmates. You have studied with fantastic professors who have taught you not only things in your content areas, but life lessons. You have learned the art of time management, especially those on various sports teams, clubs, and extracurricular activities. You have learned to persevere through the 3 finals in one day and a 12-page paper due the next. You've learned to live off of ramen and the art of mooching off the underclassmen for guest swipes. But most importantly, you by now have discovered and learned that you will never be done learning. And that is what makes you ready for the real world and makes you ready for takeoff. Now, we'll be honest. The real world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There will be times when we struggle, and there will even be times when we fail. But I think that we have learned a lot about ourselves over the past 4 years to know that we will make it past the hard times that will come up in life. We have made friendships here that will last a lifetime. And in our time here, we have developed a large support group to catch us when we fall, but even better, uplift us to achieve our dreams. Remember this statement: Blue Jays, always. This support group will be here for a lifetime. Class of 2017, I will leave you now with some advice. It is one thing to say that we are going to have beautiful lives after college, that we are going to tackle this world head on and be successful. But there are some conditions in which you must follow, some actions that you must take to ensure that all of this comes true. Number one is you must have faith. Faith within yourself to change what is going on around you, to make you and all people around the world happy. Number 2, you must have courage. Courage to stand up for what is morally right and just, especially for those who cannot stand up for themselves. And number three, and probably the most important, you must approach every new opportunity with a smile. For it is the only thing that everyone around the world will universally understand and appreciate. A smile and a laugh are things that can brighten your path and lead you to your true happiness and calling in life. Not to mention, it is one of the most contagious things in the world, and eventually, you'll be the change that can brighten someone else's day. With that, my friends, this is your captain speaking. Please fasten your seatbelts. We will be taking off here momentarily. And may your journey into life be joyous and never, ever stop smiling. Enjoy your paradise. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ryan Unger. As a member of the class of 2001 and the current president of the Elizabethtown College Alumni Association, and on behalf of its governing body, the Alumni Council, I bring you congratulations and warm welcome into the Elizabethtown College Alumni Association family. That family includes more than 20,000 graduates. We live in all 50 states and on 6 of the 7 continents. And Ray, if you want to get on a flight to Antarctica, we can say we have 7 of 7 continents next year. And while we span the globe and stretch from coast to coast, we share the common bond that brings together all Blue Jays. The words of our college motto, educate for service, are more than just that. They live within us and brings us together as we all embark on a lifetime of purposeful life service. We cultivate a community of continued involvement with this college that has done so much for us. And we know that we have vital roles to play in the life and success of this institution that we all love. Who is this E-Town alumni family? We are volunteers, we are advisors, we are doers, and we are donors. We make a difference. We use our Blue Jay network and its many connections, and we help each other advance personally and professionally. I wish you success in all that you do and look forward to seeing you at our upcoming alumni activities, especially homecoming this fall. And Anita, you're welcome. Dr. Baldridge, now, you're welcome as well. And we'll see you under the tent at Oktoberfest. Remember, we are now and forever will be Blue Jays always. Congratulations.
Today, we've written a new story to mark a great moment in all our lives. We've celebrated the admirable class of 1967. These men and women have built businesses, raised families, led their communities, supported their churches, and lived out the college's motto of educate for service. They're models for us all. We've honored 4 distinguished citizens: Tom Baldridge, Ann Barshinger, Anita Hess, and Lynn Pascarella for their accomplishments, their generosity, and the difference that they have made for good in the world. And we've rejoiced at the milestone this day represents in the lives of an extraordinary group of young people. Class of 2017, remember, you don't stand here alone. Your parents, your teachers, your coaches, your roommates, your faculty, all of them have made you who you are. Remember the best that you have learned here. Life, like education, is a precious gift, one that deserves to be lived with moral purpose. Your education is not yours alone. It's a gift. You're privileged to enjoy and to pass on to generations that will follow. Remember that just as your life has been built by many hands, so Elizabethtown College has been built by many lives. Remember that you owe it to the generations who will follow you to help the college in whatever way you can for the rest of your lives. Give back so we in turn can give to others. We've remembered those who have made a difference for good in the lives of these graduates. We've applauded these graduates for their contributions, and we send them off into the future with great hope that they will make a better world. Let us go in peace. Please stand for the alma mater.